Hello, my name is Rosanna Dora Right for short, and you're on to Read Time Right. Yes, you that is watching me. If you are just joining me for the first time, or you just came across my video for the first time, please like the page. You can also join me on all social media. Like the page here on Facebook, and you can join me on all social media platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. On the pinned comment section of the page, you will find all my social media handles there. And yes, you watching, please share, like and comment. I'm sure you're going to get value from it. Alright, so today we're continuing with our topic or our series, If You Unlove or If Love Dies. And I told us that today we'll be talking about when love dies, what next? Yeah, so people may say that this is my first video. May say people evolve in relationship, and so if your partner is not evolving with you, if your partner is not willing to change with the dynamics of what is happening in your life or with the dynamics of your relationship, and so it's only expedient or it's only natural for love to die. Well, that may be true. It's okay. What we're talking about today, I don't want to go back to the other video. If you missed it, please you can watch the first part. When you uncover or when you unlove, what happens, what you should do next. If you discover that you're no longer in love with your spouse, or you discover that in this relationship it looks like the whole vibe or butterfly thing, but like I told you, those butterflies are dopamine. They're just, chemistry working on you. But okay, if you find out that all the sparks, all the everything, it's not in your relationship, what should you do? Should you just give up? Should you just call it quits? Should you leave? What do you think? Well, for me, I think you should give love a chance. And that means doing the things I'm going to talk about now. First and foremost, if you find out that, especially in a marriage relationship, I'm very concerned because we find a lot of divorces, a lot of separation, a lot of so many things going on in marriages these days that it breaks my heart when I read about them or when I see them or when I perceive that that is what is going on. So I would say sit down and talk to your spouse. Please let us stop this thing that we do. Where if your spouse, maybe you've been married for 10 years or you've been married for 5 years, or you feel that you have children and you've been together for so long, you've gone through so many things, and your spouse is telling you that it looks like I don't feel what is happening between us anymore, let's take a vacation, or let's go somewhere, or let's do something about it, or the spouse is complaining about an attitude that you're doing or the way you're behaving, and then you take it out on them and say, how can you be saying this? How can you say you don't love me after 10 years of marriage? My dear, people evolve. People change. The only constant thing is change. I told you love is a decision. So what if your cumulative behavior or attitude has made he or she say, I don't love you anymore, I don't want to love you? Why would you take it out on the person? I think if you respect this person and you hold this person in high esteem, what you should do is, okay, why that decision? Why don't you love me anymore? What's going on? What is it that I did that is wrong? The truth of the matter is people don't want to talk and people are not truthful. People are not truthful. So please, if you find out that you have unloved someone or you feel someone is unloving you, please sit down and have a heart-to-heart talk. That's why I say everybody who has ever listened to me before knows that I always say talk, talk, and talk. You cannot stop talking. God has given you your mouth for a reason. You cannot stop talking. You must talk in your relationship or your marriage. You must evaluate your relationship or your marriage. And this reminds me, if you're just joining me for the first time on the 1st of January, which was my birthday, I gave us a gift, which is an ebook, and it's on defining your relationship. Please, you need to read that book because it will help you, especially if you're in a serious relationship or a marital relationship, define your relationship and sit down and check, which is what I'm saying now. Sit down. You need to periodically evaluate your relationship. So if you've evaluated it and you feel that there's some things happening, some resentments you have, some things you haven't forgiven your spouse about, sit down and talk about it. It will help you, go back to the point where you decide and say, okay, yes, I want to give this person a chance. I want to give love a chance. So first, you need to sit down and talk about it. You need to be truthful. You need to be open. People should stop punishing people for being real, or stop punishing people for being honest. When somebody is honest that I don't love you, you say, hey, it's okay, you don't love me. After what I've done, after that, you are only seeing maybe the good part or the few good things you've done, because nobody is completely bad and nobody is completely perfect too. But you're not seeing the points or the places where it hurts that other person. So please listen and make amends where you need to. Another thing you can do to give love a chance, because for me, if you found out that you're no longer in love with your spouse, do something about it. And this is what I'm telling you. First and foremost, talk to that spouse. Then give out some time. So you see what you complained about or whatever it is you talked about. If the person, it has changed or the person hasn't. If the person hasn't, don't still give up. I know some people would think I would say find a person. Find a professional. Find, whether it's a shrink, if you feel the person is needs psychiatric evaluation. Find a shrink. The person shouldn't be angry. That's what you think. So both of you go see a shrink or go see a counselor. There are a lot of counselors around that are qualified, that have studied, or go see a life coach. There are a lot of life coaches who have spent their times over years with experience. It's not just about the certificate. Some of them over time experience, they've been able to hold couples together, they've been able to their words count, and they have wisdom in what they say as regards relationship. Find them. Ask them, this is what is happening in my relationship, how can you help? So the person can advise you that is even the complainer. You may be the problem. So somebody who, has those sentiments. I know people say, I'll go to my parents, I'll go to my relative. There's a problem with going to relatives and parents because people always love their people, always love their family. So how are you sure that the person will be able to look you in the eye and say, it is not your husband, it is you. Or, it is not your wife, it is you. Or, no, it is not this your intended or that. They would always want to take sides. So it's better you meet somebody that is not attached to you, maybe by blood, but somebody who, is qualified, a professional, and discuss it. Now, you have spoken to the person, you have seen a professional, still no issue. Should you give up? No, not yet. Then now, if your faith comes to play, if you are I don't know what, because I'm talking to people of different faith, whatever your faith is, whatever it allows, if it allows you, to pray about it, or it wants you to, if you have somebody you strongly believe can assist you, like a minister or a pastor or whatever, you can find those set of people now as a third option, and, talk to them and see what you can do about it. And also pray. Fourth option, you need to pray personally, apart from anybody. You need to pray and say that if you're a faith-based person now, and say, okay, what's happening to this relationship, God step in and all. You need to involve God in your relationship. He's interested in everything we're doing. So, and then the fifth, and for me the last, is someone that the person looks up to. Now, I always tell people, especially ladies, if you have a man that doesn't have anybody that is accountable to, anybody that can talk to him, anybody that can tell him, I know you're upset, but listen, anybody he holds in such high esteem that can call him to order, there's a problem. There's a problem. If the person feels God and Lord of all, there's nobody that can speak to the person, then you are in trouble. You are, in fact, there's a difference between when you are finished and you're completely finished. In this one, you are completely finished. Because who is going to talk to this person? The person may not even be faith-based for you to say, okay, you can go to anybody that, has some faith authority over the person. But this one, if the person has someone, it can be a mentor, it can be an older friend, it can even be a friend, he respects the person's judgment. It can even be a peer. But someone that the person respects and the person listens to, run to that person as the final resort. Run to that person and talk to the person and ask the person that this is what is happening, my marriage is crumbling. People should stop being afraid. Marriage is not something that you say should always work, or relationship should always work. No. You're two people from two different backgrounds. You don't know each other before. You're just coming together because, okay, you feel something for each other, or because you have decided, like my own opinion of what love is, you've decided to be with this person. The person can't be perfect. You are not perfect. So marriages are bound to have issues. I don't know why people are ashamed about it. Marriage are meant to have issues. Relationship are meant to have issues. So tell this person, my marriage is crumbling. My relationship, I don't think we will end up marrying. No, this is what is happening. There's a problem with it, and let the person talk to you. If you like, you can add this group of people. Like I said earlier, this group of people to me will never, let me not say never ever say the truth, but they hardly do. That's your family, your sister, your brother, your father, your mother. They hardly, because they will always want to take sides with their own. So they hardly will tell you the truth. So for me, if you feel that it's not working anymore, and you have done these 5 things I've talked, or 6 if you're the type who wants to involve family, and you must be careful, because I have said why, another reason for some people thinking, why shouldn't I involve family? I'm not saying if you're going to domestic violence or you want to die, you feel somebody will stab you, should not tell your family. Please tell your family, those should be the first set you tell. But I'm talking about if it's in terms of, okay, there's no domestic violence stop, but it's just that things are not working out and all. Why I don't want you to tell them is because the way, what you portray, how you take your spouse, or how you present your spouse to, or someone you intend to get married to your family, is the way they will look at them in the long run. And most of them may not be accepting, most of them may not be as forgiving as you would be, because it's you that is in the marriage and it's your decision to make. Let's say the person hurts you really, and turns a new leaf, asks for forgiveness, and you think you have forgiven the person, you guys are okay, but your family member is still looking at the person with what he has done. People hardly forgive people these days. So I just feel if there's a way you can avoid it, except this domestic violence, except it's a matter of life and death, of course you must tell your family, because at the end of the day, if you come home dead, they are the ones, the owner of your corpse. So you must tell them that, look, oh, this is what is happening, I don't understand, I fear for my life. You should tell your family that. But if it's something that it has to do with a problem that can be fixed, it's not domestic violence, quote unquote, then please avoid them if you can. Go through the whole other list and see. And then I feel if someone truly wants to be with you, after you've taken these 5 steps, there should be some amendment. There should be some change. If there's no change at all, or the situation, because there's some people, oh, so you mean you can take me to this person, or I'm not coming to this to see this shrink, or I'm not coming to see this counselor, and all that you've tried, that the person is adamant, or even gets worse, then that is when we will talk about when is separation allowed, when is divorce allowed, if it is allowed. Join me next week on Real Time We Try, 8 p.m. Eastern European time, every time on Facebook.